Good morning, we are back. My name is Jim Lippens, Belgium, February 22nd, and I want to show how we did our lean journey until now. So, as I told in my previous video, you have the social system and you have the technical system. When I started lean in my department, I started focusing on trust. I wanted the operators to be autonomous. I wanted to empower them, to communicate in an open way with them, and to train them as much as possible. I wanted a visual system that they could see if they were going in the right direction. So I started with visual management. I started with the team corner. Then, the moment that trust was there, the moment that small empowerment was there, I started with 5S and what we internally call lean cell. So, therefore, we already needed some cooperating of the operators. So, then we went to the toolbox side and I implemented OEE measurements. We did a SMET exercise on a training day. They were all together and they were looking how to reduce changeover time. Then we went back to the human side. The human side, we started with recognition of the operators. We started doing personal evaluations. The moment that we broke a record, we celebrated. There was a small bonus for the operators in the end of the year when they had good results. I tried to make them polyvalent. And what we saw was that the absence rate or the Bradford factor went down the moment that empowerment increased. In fact, for the moment in this department, the absence rate is 1/5 of the complete site, because in this department I focus on empowering, on being happy on the work floor. The moment that this was done, I brought a Kaizen board, and the operators started to bring their ideas, about 10 ideas a year for each operator. It's a start, can still be better. Then we started with standardized work. I didn't do it. The operators, the team leaders, they started standardizing the work, making it easier for everybody. I introduced a survey where the operators could tell me every 6 months, are we doing it well? What do we like? Give me the 3 major positive things and give me 3 things that you didn't like the past 6 months. I started to introduce the 33 questions of Harada. How self-reliant are the operators? In the meantime, I did the SEMCO survey. I asked them questions. How happy are you about the approach, about me, about your team leaders? So they could give input about the management style in the department. I started with Employee of the Month. We started visiting external companies, for example, a 3D printing company, and as a red filament through everything, innovation was always there. And again, we went to the other side, talking about Lean Six Sigma. There were 5-6 operators in Six Sigma training. All the operators get a problem solving training. And then I tested, are there some volunteers to follow the Harada method? Now we are in the phase, we are going to look for waste. I explained in the training, okay, waste, these are the 7-8 types of waste. And then in that latest training we were talking about the Red Monkey Company, or the innovation, continuous innovation. We need to have continuous new products, innovative products to survive. And then in the later phase we will add pull, product wheels for example, and value stream mapping. But I advise you, give your department the time to digest everything, and then you see how smoothly everything will run. Focus on the human factor. In fact, you see, we focused a lot more on the human factor, and the toolbox will come later. This approach costed about 3.5, 4 years time. We are here, we will go there, and we will start to improve and improve, innovate and innovate.